Welcome to Compare to Win. The Best Evil Within 2 is probably one of the most terrifying and atmospheric survival horror experiences available on the PS4, plunging players back into the nightmarish world of Sebastian Castellanos as he confronts his inner demons and a twisted new reality to save his daughter, Lily, from the clutches of the mysterious organization known as MOBIUS, forcing players to navigate a world filled with grotesque creatures and psychological torment. Number 5. MetaQuest 2 128GB VR headset. Experience complete immersion with 3D positional audio, intuitive hand tracking, and controllers that bring virtual worlds to life. It's designed to make you feel like you're truly there. Dive into a growing library of over 500 experiences, from thrilling games and fitness routines to social gatherings and entertainment. Discover exclusive titles and unique VR adventures. Enjoy incredibly smooth gameplay and stunning visuals thanks to its powerful processor. High-speed action unfolds around you with breathtaking, immersive graphics. Embark on epic journeys through fantasy realms, face your fears in horror adventures, or team up with friends to conquer new challenges. The possibilities are endless. Connect with others in vibrant social spaces and multiplayer arenas. Enjoy live events, find a fitness community, or embark on shared adventures with fellow players. Explore virtual reality without limitations. This wireless headset, with its built-in battery and simple setup, requires no PC or console, offering true freedom. Set up your safe play space and receive alerts if you venture outside the designated area. Enjoy your virtual adventures with peace of mind. What we like. Experience true immersion with 3D audio and intuitive controls. Explore a vast universe of over 500 titles, from thrilling adventures to social experiences. If you are looking for a standalone VR experience without the need for a PC or console, this is the perfect choice. What people say. The controllers operate two lightsabers, one in each hand, and the object of this game is to swat the approaching blocks in the direction indicated by the arrow on them. There are also occasional large obstacles coming at you, like skinny walls, which appear like three-dimensional line drawings as they approach. You can't swat these aside, and the idea is to avoid them. In most cases, this entails just stepping out of their way, either to the right or the left, but dependent on some choices you make in Beat Saber, some of these objects can be wide and impossible to avoid unless you duck as they approach. No way to jump over them. It should be noted that when you play in virtual reality, the mechanism has you define a space where you are going to be, literally drawing a perimeter line. It's not because the machine is worried you might step off the big building you only think you're on, but when you're playing a game like Beat Saber, you want to make sure that your arm movements don't knock over a lamp your Aunt Ethel gave you for Christmas last year, or in moving your legs around, you don't accidentally kick the screen out of your new smart TV. The experience of good VR, and you can buy systems better than the basic one that I purchased, is mind-altering. It's something to which your mind has never been previously exposed, an alternate reality with its own set of rules that takes some getting used to. Number 4. The Last of Us Part 2, PlayStation 4. Experience the escalating moral conflicts created by her relentless pursuit of vengeance. The cycle of violence will challenge your notions of right versus wrong. Embark on a journey through peaceful mountains, forests, and the overgrown ruins of Seattle. Encounter new survivor groups and terrifying infected. New and evolved gameplay systems deliver upon the life-or-death stakes of this journey. Survive through a hostile world with intense action. Witness the consequences of her quest for revenge. Her actions will blur the lines between hero and villain. Travel from the safety of Jackson to the dangerous ruins of Seattle. Face new threats and evolved enemies at every turn. What we like. Embark on a journey filled with moral complexity and intense survival gameplay. Traverse a world that is both stunningly beautiful and terrifyingly dangerous, encountering new threats at every turn. If you crave a deeply emotional narrative and challenging, desperate action, this is the game for you. What people say. The graphics are absolutely gorgeous, and the gameplay is actually better than the first one. The crafting is a huge improvement from the first game as well. This game delivers some of the best visuals on the PS4 to date, along with very nuanced stealth and action gameplay that feels great to play. The enemy variety and awareness is very fun to play through. The enemies communicate very effectively and call out your position and flank you and rush you. I found the gameplay and visuals to be at the highest level. The graphics, the music. I don't know where to begin. I think I liked the gameplay more in this game than the first, especially proning in the grass. And this game terrified me at certain points more than the first game combined. Number 3. Resident Evil 4, PlayStation 4 Standard Edition. Experience a survival horror game with stunning visual fidelity. Its breathtaking style and effects bring the world to life like never before. Take control with an intuitive behind-the-camera view. This allows for comfortable and immersive movement as you navigate the terrifying world. Prepare to face enemies that defy nature itself. You'll encounter horrifying new creatures, twisted by a sinister threat. These foes are smarter than you can imagine. They will use their cunning to coordinate attacks and overwhelm you in massive numbers. Jump into a fast-paced challenge where you can play as iconic characters. Your mission is to eliminate hordes of enemies and achieve the highest score possible. What we like. Experience survival horror with breathtaking visuals and a dynamic behind-the-camera perspective. Face smarter enemies that work together to overwhelm you, creating a truly challenging encounter. If you enjoy classic survival horror with modern enhancements and a focus on strategic combat against intelligent foes, this title is a must-play. What people say. The suspense and action is literally almost non-stop. More career gamers who have been there and done that with all kinds of games their entire life probably didn't have the same reaction as me, but I was in a constant state of anxiety, in a good way, about all of the threats the game threw at me. One of the best aspects of this game is the settings and atmosphere is second to none. From the dark and overcast weather to the rundown villages to the darkened castles and underground, the setting is perfect for a game like this. Limited ammo keeps you always mindful of supplies and strategic alternative approaches to situations. Sometimes you stand and fight, sometimes you run, but there's always a way through. There's a surprising amount of ways to approach a fight too. Number 2. The Evil Within 2, PS4. Descend into a living nightmare. You must fight to reclaim your life and the ones you love. Explore a world where nothing is as it seems. Prepare yourself wisely for the challenges ahead. Will you strike from the shadows, run for your life, or face your enemies head-on? Ammunition is scarce, so choose your approach carefully. Survive encounters with twisted foes and encounter characters who may help or hinder your journey. Enter a world filled with anxiety-inducing thrills. Disturbing horrors await you around every corner. What we like. Descend into a nightmarish world on a quest for redemption and to reclaim your life. Explore unsettling domains and choose your own path to survival, whether through stealth, direct combat, or desperate flight. If you are looking for a deeply personal horror experience with player agency and how you overcome its disturbing challenges, this is the game you need. What people say. It's just right, the stealth, the intensity, the action, the difficulty, it's all excellently crafted and tight. Juego largo, variado, con muy buenos gráficos y una historia bastante buena. As an older, less nimble gamer I was able to choose settings that allowed me to have a great game despite slower reflexes and some arthritis in my fingers. Gameplay was gripping, lots of exploring, sneaking around and monsters to shoot. Number 1. The Evil Within, PlayStation Hits, PS4. The father of survival horror is back to direct a chilling new game. Tension and anxiety heighten dramatically as you explore its tortured world. You'll fight for your survival and experience profound fear in this perfect blend of horror and action. Face unthinkable horrors and cruel traps as you struggle to survive against overwhelming odds. Turn evil against itself by using the same diabolical devices against overwhelming deadly creatures. Mysterious and wicked fears loom ahead in a world that warps and twists around you. Corridors and buildings change in real time, ensnaring you in a reality where threats can appear at any time. Highly crafted environments, horrifying anxiety, and an intricate story weave together to create an immersive world. Defeat insurmountable terror and experience the ultimate thrill. You'll have limited resources at your disposal as you fight for your survival. Experience profound fear in this perfect blend of horror and action. What we like. Return to the roots of survival horror with a chilling narrative and a world that constantly shifts around you. Face unimaginable horrors, cruel traps, and limited resources as you fight for your life. If you crave a pure, anxiety-inducing horror experience with a focus on tension and resource management, this is the ultimate thrill. What people say. I played this game when it first came out and I enjoyed it a little bit. I bought it again and started playing it for the last 3 weeks. Name was say this is one of the most annoying games ever. The first half game is okay, you get a lot of Resident Evil vibes, for the rest of the game it expects you to know a lot of things and you end up dying a lot until you get it perfectly. I never had the chance to play this until 2018 and I was hooked on the first few chapters and couldn't get past the Keeper in 7 or chapter 15, which were both pain in the asses. After finally beating this game in 2021, this game embodies everything you want in terms of atmosphere and gameplay with a complicated but existing story. The story to this game is far more complex than an RE game. If you want a gothic classic, this is your fix. Warning to those that don't like to be scared, this game will absolutely jump scare you out of your seat repeatedly. You can find the Amazon purchase link in the description below. Hope this video can be helpful to you. Thanks for watching.